ladies, if y'all want some consistent penis, don't get in a relationship. Go be a fucking hoe. Let me tell you how when I was a hoe, I never had to go days without dick ever. I always had something on standby. Now I'm in a relationship. I can't even get a good pumping. I don't even be trying to do it every day. Maybe every 2 days. Maybe every 3 days. If that. Sometimes I go 4 days. I should never have to go more than 2 days without dick if I'm in a relationship and we're living in the same house. That shit is so stupid. And yes, I'm very much crying. You know what I mean? Because I'm pissed. I don't want to be in a relationship no more. I want to go home. I miss the old days where I could just call somebody up and they just pull up and just do whatever I wanted them to. Now I gotta go in here with this fat fucker and watch him cry about catching a cramp because of the position I want to do. The fuck?
I do not care what's in the vaccine. I don't. If there's a liquid tracking device in there, give me 42. If it means that I can be back at the bar flirting with boys I'm never going to see again, making horrible life choices, waking up in beds that aren't mine, then fine. Give me 17 vaccines. I don't care. I don't care. Think of all the music we've gotten over this quarantine. I have yet to go into a club and been able to shake my ass to WAP. That's a crime. That is a crime. I don't care what's in the vaccine because I guarantee I've consumed worse.
All right. Kwame Asharala, Peace Israel. Call Halayim La, Allahayanawa, Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, qadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GreatMillstone that taught us the truth and sincerity. They stirred us well and they ruled well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. May the blessing of election be upon your house. This is Brother Yahshua coming at you with another lesson to feed the lambs through the Holy Spirit. Rawchaa qadash. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Now, this actual video excerpt, I got it from the elder Manatazak Ba. Okay, I just pulled up his video, GMS South Carolina 07. I'm just doing my little rebuttal, the Lord put the spirit on me to do it, okay? Now, a lot of our women are unbelievers, okay? A whole lot of them, all right? And she crying till she got snot coming out of her nose over some dick, man. You know what I'm saying? But a hoe will be hoe. You know what I'm saying? A hoe will be a hoe. That's the saying, right? All right. But our Heavenly Father, Yahawah, and his son, beloved son, Yahawashi, they don't do the hoe thing, man. Okay? A hoe in this society is looked high upon. Okay? Look at your entertainer women. Look at the content that they push. Look at what they say in their songs. Look at what Esau put in his movies, okay? A whore is held at a high regard in these later times. Okay? Let's just listen to what she got to say one more time.
Relationship. Go be a fucking hoe. Let me tell you how when I was a hoe, I never had to go days without dick ever. I always had something on standby. Now I'm in a relationship. I can't even get a good pumping. I don't even be trying to do it every day. Maybe every 2 days. Maybe every 3 days. If that. Sometimes I go 4 days. I should never have to go more than 2 days without dick if I'm in a relationship and we're living in the same house.
She is moaning and groaning, man. You know what I'm saying? We can go back to that, but let's just go to the scriptures. All right. She moaning and groaning, man. Like, but it all boils down to these women. They just don't got no faith, man. She is a unbeliever. Out of all the things to be worrying about, okay, out of all the things to literally be worrying about, she worrying about getting fucked. That's a hoe. You understand? Let's go to Deuteronomy 23 and 17 because we got to deal with that. Because she telling our daughters of Zion to go be a hoe because she want to be a hoe and that's her advice. So let's listen to the Most High's advice. Deuteronomy 23 and 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Zion, Salakia, of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Okay? Verse 18. Thou shalt not bring the hire of a whore or the price of a dog into the house of the Lord thy power for any vow. For even both of these are abomination unto the Lord thy power. So I really ain't got to break that down, really. That's self-explanatory. Okay? So whores and sodomites, but we on you women today. Whores are not allowed, man. The freaks, because hoes like to say the freaks. The freaks ain't allowed in the kingdom of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. So, you know, you going to go ahead and enjoy your fruitless labor here. And you are going to join your oppressor and these other nations in the reward of their wickedness. And that's fire and brimstone, man. Or ICBM missiles. Because Babylon the Great ain't nothing but Sodom and Gomorrah all over again reincarnated. Okay. Let's go to Luke chapter 17, verse 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. What happened? They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day Noah entered into the ark. And the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise, also, it was in the days of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. Okay? But the same day, but the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Let's get that. Let's get that in Genesis. Okay, you can read the whole chapter. I ain't about to read the whole chapter. We just gonna get to the point. Genesis 19 and 17. This is for the freaks, right? And it came to pass when they brought them forth abroad that he said, escape for thy life, look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain. Escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. Okay, so this is the angel talking to Lot, man. Saying like, hey, man, get your family and get the fuck out of here and don't turn around. Okay? Simple. It's real simple. Go and head to the mountains, but don't look back because this place getting fucked up. Okay? Verse 24. Then the Lord Yahawah rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. Okay? And he overthrew those cities. All right? In those cities, it was 5 cities. All right? It was Admin, Zeboim, Zor, Bela, Sodom, and Gomorrah. All right? Those were the 5 cities that got destroyed. All right? And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground. But but his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. Or what the apostles say, all the moisture got sucked out of her body, man. Because she was conformed with Sodom and Gomorrah. She loved Sodom and Gomorrah. She loved what that place had to offer, and that place is nothing but wickedness. That's the problem with our women. They love America to the point where Babylon the Great got them drunk off that Babylon juice, man. I'm talking about they got fifths of it. They gone. They gone.
Ladies, if y'all want some consistent penis, don't get in a relationship. Go be a fucking hoe. Let me tell you how when I was a hoe, I never had to go days without dick ever. I always had something on standby. Now I'm in a relationship, I can't even get a good pumping. I don't even be trying to do it every day. Maybe every 2 days. Maybe every 3 days. If that. Sometimes I go 4 days. I should never have to go more than 2 days without dick if I'm in a relationship and we're living in the same house. That shit is so stupid. And yes, I'm very much crying. You know what I mean? Because I'm pissed. I don't want to be in a relationship no more. I want to go home. I miss the old days where I could just call somebody up and they just pull up and just do whatever I wanted them to. Now I gotta go in here with this fat fucker and watch him cry about catching a cramp because of the position I want to do. The fuck?
I do not care what's in the vaccine. I don't. If there's a liquid tracking device in there, give me 42. If it means that I can be back at the bar flirting with boys I'm never going to see again, making horrible life choices, waking up in beds that aren't mine, then fine. Give me 17 vaccines. I don't care. I don't care. Think of all the music we've gotten over this quarantine. I have yet to go into a club and been able to shake my ass to WAP. That's a crime. That is a crime.
You hear this? Like, man, I'm talking about the thoughtness is real. Okay? The thoughtness is real. Damn. They moaning and groaning about quarantine not having them be the hoe that they wanted to be. Because mind you got to keep, man, that is crazy. And like, even though that the second chick that you seen on there, you know, she may look like an Edomite, but she can actually represent the speckled bird, the women of the speckled bird. You know what I'm saying? The Israelite foreigners, if you will. Okay? And they are conformed with this world, man. They are conformed. They think just going to the bar, flirting with guys that I'm not going to see anymore, waking up in beds that I don't know. And you know, what else she say? She said, fucking making bad life choices. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. And the old girl's so fed up. The first Jake, Eve, to the point where she just want a hoe. Fuck it. She said, I just want a hoe. Snot down her fucking face, man. Crying that she can't be a hoe right now. Even though it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Once a hoe, always a hoe, man. Okay? It's just a matter on when she gonna do it. But it's gonna happen, man. If it haven't happened already. Alright, so let's get back to on topic. Verse 26. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. Alright? So let's go back to Luke, man. Because you got to remember Lot's wife, women. Because a lot of women are really unbelievers. I ain't going to say all of them, because you do got a small remnant, and I mean a small remnant, of women that actually believe, you know. But 2/3 of our women, man, whew. I mean, man. Whew. They gone. They gone. They are gone. All right, let's go to verse Luke 17:28. All right. Likewise also it was in the days of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. Complete mirth. And that is what the Jake Eve and that second lady is missing. They are missing the mirth. Okay? Because Esau snatched mirth from the land. You understand? You know, you going out to the bar was so-called fun to you 2/3. You know? Listening to loud music that's actually hurting your ears because of the decibels. You know? Drinking a whole bunch of Esau's poison till you just straight completely shit-faced and you hovering over that porcelain god that you praying to, throwing up, returning to your vomit. You know? Let's hold this. Let's get that right quick. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 26 and 11. As a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. Whoo. Seest thou a man wise in his own conceit? There is more hope in a fool than of him. Man. And that's talking about them. And it's a lot of you fallouts too. You know? You get saved, you get reborn again in this truth. You start getting the knowledge, you start, slowly but surely. You in the dietary laws and you get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And then at one point in time, you just want to go back to your old life. That's a dog returning to his vomit. You know? That's a lot of you Jakes, man. That's a lot of you Israel niggas, man. That's a lot of you men too, but we on the women right now. You feel me? Y'all want to return back to your previous vomit, man. You know? And, now your heart is waxing gross, man. I'm talking about you was diligent and everything, and now you just fell out. A lot of women, too. We on y'all right now. Y'all want to leave a man of the Lord to go back to them 2/3 niggas. You know? The Most High got you with who you know what I'm saying? Now, if you a woman and you with a man of the Lord, you blessed. You blessed. If he preached the right doctrine and like he is on the right path, you know what I'm saying? Then you blessed. Cause every Jake male with fringes on ain't right. I'm just gonna tell you that. They ain't. You know? Look at IUIC, look at ISUPK, look at HOI, look at all these groups. You know? Look at the Adam Abbott Israelites and all of them, man. Just sit back, pump your brakes, and pay attention. You will see. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of women want to go back to their old vomit. Let's listen to it again. She, you know what I'm saying? She stopped being a hoe since her ass was with him. Now all of a sudden this.
Ladies, if y'all want some consistent penis, don't get in a relationship. Go be a fucking hoe. Let me tell you how when I was a hoe, I never had to go days without dick ever. I always had something on standby. Now I'm in a relationship. I can't even get a good pumping. I don't even be trying to do it every day. Maybe every 2 days. Maybe every 3 days. If that. Sometimes I go 4 days. I should never have to go more than 2 days without dick if I'm in a relationship and we're living in the same house. That shit is so stupid. And yes, I'm very much crying. You know what I mean? Because I'm pissed. I don't want to be in a relationship no more. I want to go hoe.
You see? So she want to go hoe. Man, oh man, our people's finished, man. Our people are done. 2/3 of our people are done. Man. She want to go back to her vomit. We already read about it in the scriptures. Let's just get back on track. All right. Luke chapter 7, verse 28. Likewise, also, as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone. We already got that. From heaven, okay? Which was the angels probably firing laser beams down, you know, from heaven and destroyed them all. Verse 30. Even thus it shall be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. So all the freaks, y'all go get destroyed, man. All the hoes, y'all getting destroyed. So if you don't give a fuck about getting destroyed, then keep doing what you're doing. You understand? Keep doing what you're doing. Shit. If you want to be a hoe, we already trying to tell you. We trying to tell you. All right? We trying to save your life. Shit. Verse 31. And that day he which shall be upon the house step, and his stuff in the house, let him not come down to take it away, and he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. Remember Lot's wife. Let's read that again. Remember Lot's wife. You can't go backwards. You got to go forward. I mean, what? Babylon got you that drunk to the point where you just willing to do anything, man. That's a problem. You need to examine yourself. For real, for real. You can't go backwards. You got to go forward. It's simple. Let's go to Revelation chapter 17, verse 1. And there came out of 7 angels, which had 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore, which is America, that sitteth upon many waters, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. So all of y'all women is drunk off the Babylon juice, man. And y'all need to get that in check. You know, y'all gotta really not be conformed to this world. And it's really hard for y'all, man. It's really, really hard for y'all.
I miss the old days where I could just call somebody up and they just pull up and just do whatever I wanted them to. Now I gotta go in here with this fat fucker and watch him cry about catching a cramp because of the position I want to do. The fuck?
I do not care what's in the vaccine. I don't. If there's a liquid tracking device in there, give me 42. If it means that I can be back at the bar flirting with boys I'm never going to see again, making horrible life choices, waking up in beds that aren't mine, then fine. Give me 17 vaccines. I don't care. I don't care. Think of all the music we've gotten over this quarantine. I have yet to go into a club and been able to shake my ass to WAP. That's a crime. That is a crime. I don't care what's in the vaccine because I guarantee I've consumed worse.
You get what I'm saying? Man. They drunk off Babylon juice. Let's read that again. Let's read verse 2. With whom the kings of the earth, this is Revelation 17 and 2, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. Okay? And it's mainly democracy is the number one because, you know what I'm saying, there was a monarchy system before Esau in his final captivity have done away with the monarchy and made a so-called democracy. But still, being a hoe fall in the line of the a wicked wine. You understand that these females want to be hoes about and they moan and groan about. Okay? How in the hell can our fathers tell us men growing up? There's a saying: "Don't think with your little head, think with your big head." You understand? So like females, y'all got to create a saying too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all gonna need a saying too, cause y'all think with the bottom half a lot, man. You know, and a lot of y'all women be playing around with death, man. Cause being a hoe ain't gonna do nothing but have you get hit with a missile. That's all that's gonna do for you. That's all that's gonna do for you, baby girl. All right. Revelation 21:7, I believe. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. And that lake of fire is getting hit with a ICBM missile, nuclear fire, man. Okay? So I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I'm trying to save your life, ladies. If you don't want to listen, you still want to go to the bar and do all that folly, you still want to worry about fucking instead of salvation, go right ahead. I mean, I can't stop you. You know, that means that you're just playing out the 2/3 and you're just living your lot. Okay? Amos 7:15. All right. And the Lord, Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, took me as I followed the flock. And the Lord said unto me, go prophesy unto my people. Salaki, go prophesy unto my people Israel. Now therefore, hear thou the word of the Lord. Thou sayest, prophesy not against Israel, and drop not thy word against the house of Isaac. All right. Verse 17. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city, and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword, and thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land. And Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land. Exactly. That's exactly what these women are. Harlots at heart, man. But at the end of the day, they are unbelievers. That's exactly what these women is, man. They harlots. They whores. All right? I got a few more and then we'll close out. All right? And Lord willing, this lesson has been edifying. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice. Ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall be ye troubled. And what's that trouble? Jacob's trouble. Ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled. ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats. And the teats is like the nipples of like a cow, you know? For pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. Upon the land of my people shall come up thorns and briars, yea, upon all the house of joy in the joyful city. All right. So you using your body as a bargaining tool. You being, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You being nourished with the philosophies, okay? And you're being nourished with the empowerment Esau gave you. All of these lies and psychological philosophies and empowerment that Esau gave Jake Eve, man. But all that is going to be abolished. Okay? You over here using your body as a bargaining tool. You got this nigga to pay for this. You know what I'm saying? You got another nigga to pay for that. You got another nigga to do this. You got another nigga to do that. All that's going to get abolished. Believe that. Because during Jacob's trouble, it's going to get real for y'all independent, I don't need a man, Israelite women. And those women with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids in this upcoming dystopian society. And Lord willing, that happen fast too. You know? Because by these prophecies popping off, we almost up out of here anyway. Alright, so let's go to 1 John. Chapter 2. Verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And as you can see, they don't seem like good choices to be mothers. They don't seem like good choices to be wives. They don't seem like good choices at all. You understand? For the love of the world, Slakia, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, the lust and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of Yahawah abideth forever. Man, that's deep. Man, I don't even got to break that down. That's self-explanatory, man. That's out of Yahawah, man. Yahawah said that. This Romans 12 and 2, a classic. And be not conformed to this world, but ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay? Just like how you got a refresh button, and then you hit the refresh button and now the page is working good, flawlessly. You got to do that shit with your mind, man. You got to do that shit with them old philosophies and with them old doctrines, with that old way of living. You got to put away that old bitch. The same way we got to put away that old nigga. You understand? You got to put away that old bitch. Put away that old woman. The same way how we got to put away that old nigga or that old man. Okay? Hit the refresh button. Shit. That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahawah. But all of that starts with fear. You got to fear Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. And by the way they talking, they're fearless. Okay? But that's going to lead you to death. Did it not just say the fearful? You know, you got to be feared. You got to fear Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. That's when all the wisdom comes. There is females in this truth that got wisdom, man. But it all started with them renewing of your mind, man. They had to pump their brakes, start learning as a child, and then you start building. You understand? You got to start from somewhere, right? Let's go to James. James chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahawah? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of Yahawah. You hear that? So all of y'all are going to be enemies of Yahawah by y'all loving this world, man. While y'all want to mirth around in this world, man. All right, so on that note, Lord willing, this lesson has been edifying and straight to the point. I want to give all the glory, honor, and praise to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, rawchaa, qadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and sincerity. They stirred us well and they rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. May the blessing of election be upon your house. We're on the next one, Lord willing. Shalom.